With relational fire, we are drawing the circle of our focus tighter and determining exactly what we find within it. What kind of heat energy will we discover within the circumference we draw around our day-to-day relationships? Will we find a life-giving, comforting, well-tended fire in a fireplace? Or will we find the smoking ruins resulting from carelessly scattered and unchecked sparks? Within the F.I.R.E.S personal strategic planning system, external fire involved defining the contribution you want to make to community at any scale. It was about taking the clarity you developed around your core values and deepest beliefs and doing something about it, starting with the world just outside your door. At this point, you're being asked to step over the threshold of that door and discover what's going on inside. Now is the time to take the temperature of your most significant daily relationships at home, work, or wherever you spend the most time. Relational fire is all about family, friends, and fellows. Your family includes your parents, siblings, your spouse, significant other, partner, children, close relatives, or maybe even your pets. Regardless of your past or present relationship with each member of your family, these are typically the ones who you know the best. They have seen the best and the worst in you throughout your lifetime. Your family is a source of powerful influence in your life, fueling your development at every level, from personality to worldview. Your friends and fellows are the people you routinely spend time with. You could see them in casual or recreational environments or in more formal settings, such as your workplace. These friends and fellows include everyone from your best friend and closest confidant to your coworkers, colleagues, teammates, and associates. For whatever personal or professional reasons, these relationships hold some level of importance to you, such that you maintain an investment in them. Family, friends, and fellows are incredible sources of power. If you think of a healthy, healing relational fire as that fire in your fireplace that warms your home, you'll get a good idea of what healthy relational dynamics can provide. They fill your life with a feeling of security, comfort, and joy. They exude the energy that makes a house a home. On the other hand, a raging, untended relational fire wreaks havoc where it really hurts. It's a house fire that obliterates your sense of being at home and at peace in the world. And worst of all, it can meaninglessly consume the energy of your core values, depleting you and preventing you from carrying out your desired purposes. Your external fire process led you to define the contribution you make to your community, while your relational fire process will help you to find the contribution you want to make to family, friends, and fellows. External fire looks further out, and relational fire focuses in closer, but they are both tended by an attitude of intention and generosity. In both realms of your life, communal, social, interpersonal, and intimate, you need to give to get. External fire means contributing to community so that you can reap the abundance you want and need. And relational fire means contributing to your relationships so you can access the nurturance you want and need. At the end of this chapter and video series, you'll create a strategy to further develop your most important relationships. Like my friend Amy, you want relationships that reflect your core values and allow you to fulfill the purposes that mean the most to you. Like Amy, you want to make the changes necessary to either ameliorate or eliminate relational trends that take away your power to make the contributions you were born to make. At the end of the chapter, you will continue the personal strategic planning process that you started with a spiritual fire and continued with external fire. You'll hear and read stories and insights to prime the pumps of your imagination and your strategic intelligence. Note that much of the discussion ahead does tend to focus on more intimate relationships, such as marital partnerships, but the principles will still apply to your relationships in general. Intimate relationships provide a more distilled, supercharged version of our relational dynamics in general. I think you'll find the same trends you see in your closest relationships radiate outwards and manifest in your less intimate relationships as well. Like Amy, if you experience a trend of being controlled in your marriage, don't be surprised if you see that dynamic presenting itself in less potent forms in your relationships and friendships, and maybe work relationships too. Relationships are complicated. Your closest ones are likely to be the most difficult to analyze or change. Hence, your relational fire process is guaranteed to challenge you. This will get you out of your comfort zone. But if you apply yourself to the process with an open mind and open heart, you'll create a relationship development strategy that could initiate some truly desirable changes. At that stage, you will be defining the way you would like to develop your daily relationships with family, friends, and fellows so that you create a relationship development strategy. You'll also be analyzing your relational situation, envisioning various scenarios in which you try out various approaches to getting to where you want to go in terms of developing your relationships, evaluating the solution you chose to figure out whether you're on course to realizing your relationship development strategy, and others as well. But before you dig into the reflecting and planning process, let's take a closer look at relational fire. Let's start considering how our closest relationships factor into living the lives we are meant to lead.